Hello and welcome, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me all right. I see a lot of comments in the chat, so I'm hoping that this is coming through nice and clear. And welcome to the very first Alice and Chill Let's Play of 2016. Actually, it's been a while since we had an Alice and Chill, so it's exciting for me to be able to kind of bring this format back to roots, back to basics. For those of you who don't know what an Alice and Chill is, it is exactly like the name sounds. It's a chill session. We're going to be hanging out, chatting about some of the really cool features and some developments we got going on right now. Just all things M&A, but kind of in a more relaxed setting. So it's really great to be doing that. And then the Let's Play portion of that title is because I will be hopping in game later on, showcasing a couple player builds, encouraging you all to do that as well. And so, yeah, it's very, very exciting. Just a quick mention beforehand, just as a special thank you guys for showing up and joining the stream. We have a limited time task that's running just for the length of the stream. So from now all the way until the end, if you go onto the leaderboard and claim the task, we'll collect your wallets and give you guys airdrop you a special in-game item just for claiming that. So myneighboralice.com/rewards, sign into the leaderboard and claim the task. It's that easy. All right, so I am Tassel, the community lead here at My Neighbor Alice, and I am joined by three very special guests today. We have the director of the Alice Foundation, Henrik. Thanks so much for joining me. It looks like you might be muted there, Henrik. If you could, there we go. I see it looks like it's unmuted now.
Hi.
Hi, and welcome.
Yeah,
Nice
we
to
hear
be
you
here.
well.
Yeah, great.
We have George from TGV. It's always a pleasure to have you on. It's just such a just always great conversation.
Hello, neighbors. Nice to see you all again.
And I'd like to welcome the CEO of Zoob, but not just the CEO of Zoob, Sergey here, but also the whole Zoob community. I've been noticing a lot of people joining and new faces in game, and it's always exciting when you see the community growing, and just it's always a great time. Max, if you wouldn't mind maybe chatting a little bit about Zoob and how the M&A campaign's going, and just give us a little context, that'd be great.
Yeah, hello everyone. Nice to be here. Yeah, so I can a little bit represent. I'm really excited about this. Actually, we've known the Alice team for a while, so it's great to finally be working together more closely. Honestly, it's been really cool to watch how Alice has been evolving all the time. You guys are doing a great job. From our side, Zub is basically a network of creators, QLs, thousands of people posting content every day, generating millions of attentions. And what we focus on is turning that attentions into real users and activity. We already seeing good traction about Alice, and I think this is just the beginning. So I'm super excited to keep building together. Thanks for having me here. Yeah.
Of course. No, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of a better picture of it. So we have a lot to cover tonight. Obviously, it's a more relaxed kind of a chat, but at the same time, we do have some stuff that we're excited to chat about and talk to you guys about. So the topics are the spring airdrop. We've got the new feature called Land Shards. We have the new toy collection, which is new content, and some future developments, a bunch of stuff like that. But before we get into that, I actually was hoping I could pick your brain a little bit, Henrik. I don't often get a time to chat with the director of the Alice Foundation, so I figured it might be during the last game night. You kind of chatted a bit about AI butlers and kind of agentic AI, and it's kind of it's a kind of an exciting topic in general because it's kind of bleeding edge and new, and at the same time, there's a lot of work to go, to be developed in there. So I was hoping maybe you could add a little bit more context. And then I have a video actually afterwards I'd be happy to share too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should take a look at it. But in general, we can say that Alice was built to sort of with an embrace the bots philosophy, because it is an open platform, and we know that there will be bots, but instead we sort of designed it so we can have gameplay that is fair and balanced, but still have bots in the game. So that's a very good foundation for things you can do with agentic AI, and we want to do something that is good for the players. So even though it's not ready for release, we could show you a video of sort of an agent helping you to buy and sell items, list your inventory, find out what is a sort of a reasonable price for in-game item based on statistics, things like that.
Okay, excellent.
Going forward.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know. Maybe we should show it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I got a little excited there. I was just I see this video and it's such a cool thing. So I was going to run it, but I didn't want to cut you off there. So I'll play it when you're ready.
No. Yeah, play it now, and we can chat over it a little bit. Oh, it's a little bit.
See, it's checking current asset. That's pretty cool. These are all items I know I've seen in game too, so it's kind of cool to be able to see.
So you can see.
I want to buy a wood axe.
You can have your butler look for items and pay for them and do trading while you're not available. Of course, can also link this into a chat, so you can have it talk to you in the game.
It's great. So it's like scouring information. Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah, looking for statistics. I don't see the screen that well, but looking for statistics of previous valuation of items and so on. What is reasonable and what you should pay. So it's assembling or resembling DeFi in Web3.
Yeah, I wanted to share for those who are watching as well that this is I guess a early kind of view that shows, like what Henrik mentioned, it's querying, it's checking for availability. It's all in the back end right now. But I think the vision in the long term is that you would see an AI butler in game, and it's actually like a NPC that is actually like a butler inside the game, and it's actually running around doing queries, and even harvesting material on your land, right? So that's like future development, but I think this backend is just the initial tests that the team is working on to use the agents and to realize a vision of an AI butler. So that was already a simple showcase of the agent, just checking your inventory, for example, or a sample inventory. It's then checking for availability of a specific item, the market price for a specific item, and then it transacts for you. Because so the potential is pretty simple, right? If someone were to play the game and then he would say, I need these resources because I'm lacking and I don't want to farm for it, and I want my butler to either buy it from the market, and I give it a budget, and then it would search for prices, and then it would purchase the quant, because you might need to purchase from 5 different sellers, for example, depending on the quantity. So it does the work for you, and I think that as a player, that's a huge time saver, to be really honest, right? Instead of scouring it, checking the marketplace, and for new players, that's definitely going to be very helpful as well. So I think this is early, just to show the community that the work is happening, and that there's more AI developments that's going into the game. And it's already in the back end, at least, being tested to see how it works. Just that I think the UI side is what's going to be most interesting for me, to see an AI butler running around my land doing actual things for me. And it's not just a simulated point A, point B, point C kind of movement, which is very common in games, right? You can script movement, but for an NPC to really be doing something on your land would be a very cool feature, I think.
Definitely. Kind of obviously that's like just an early prototype kind of, proof of concept of how it's, how it's being developed. But what I really like about it is the idea that it can that it will do a transaction for you if you wanted to. You can that opens up a lot of different like flexibility within the design. You can have it buy for you or sell for you, or kind of look up that information and kind of understand a little bit more about it. So yeah, very, very cool.
If I may add something, I mean, also for a player, even if you're not using it, if you want to sell something, there will be what you call more liquidity, probably more agents that are ready to buy from you, etc. So it'd be like an easier, faster gameplay, which will add to the gameplay value, and will also integrate new protocols for payments and so on that can sort of increase the utility of Alice in the game. So this would be something where agents can actually participate and so on. But of course, we need to balance the gameplay, and of course, that's always the focus. But this is just the start, but I think it's very, extremely exciting, and looking at the potential of what George is saying, that we can do even more in the game.
Definitely.
I think this be again a completely unique game, like the only in its kind in the world. It already is, but it will be even more unique now.
Yeah, definitely. I like I said, I think it's very exciting. I can see as a gamer and someone who spends so much time in the community, my mind kind of reels with all the different possibilities and the way that it could be used. Obviously, this is still early, but this is the worst that it'll ever this is the worst that it'll concept it'll be, and then it's only going to get better and better and more evolved, as it goes on. But it would be real exciting seeing it from an NPC point of view, like you were saying, George, too. Going in there and seeing, because that's what people want to see. They want to see the that's what they're more interested with, the exterior, but there's so much that has to happen under the hood before you get to that stage. So it's just this is like a little peek under the hood. So thanks for sharing it with me. All right. So I guess one of another thing that I wanted to chat a bit about is like a lot of the stuff that we got going on right now, and the biggest thing that we got, or the most current thing that we have going on right now, is the spring airdrop. So right now we just started the spring airdrop yesterday, I believe, and it is in full swing now, and it's going to be going for the next 2 weeks. We are giving out we're giving out 50,000 Alice this time, but the time is reduced. This time it's only 2 weeks instead of 4 weeks. So it kind of favors those that everyone. It's definitely accessible by everyone, but the people that actually are involved in the game and that play and they're having a good time, it really it's kind of for those people that are the people that have helped us the most. We want to help them the most. So that's kind of the idea there. So very, very cool and exciting stuff. I don't know if you wanted to talk about the airdrop at all. You look like you were going to say something, George.
No, I mean, I just wanted to share that I've been in the last 3 game nights. I've been participating, and I have to say that I just realized, I was just looking at my account, that just from my casual participation in the airdrop, I have earned enough to buy another land. To be very honest, right? Actually, two. So I must have been pretty active, right? I can buy 2 plots of land. So I think, I just wanted to share that. I think I'm kind of surprised personally that the community, that my neighbor Alice has been giving so much to the community, and I think land ownership is very achievable if you're an active player. Although I have to say, I did take advantage of the bonuses from purchasing of land, and as well as the bonuses given by the Golden Pass, which I believe you share a little bit, some new exciting features there. But having said that, I think basically I've doubled my assets just by being active, which I think is nice, right? And I think I'm a big fan of digital land ownership. I've always kind of felt like I'm still a big believer in the ownership of digital land, and the community coming together in a virtual environment, and people visiting my land and your land, and that aspect, I think, is still something that I'm a big believer of. Although maybe I'm not sure how the market feels about it, and I think that it'll come back. And I think, like, coming back to some stuff we talked about, like AI agents, right? To me, that is actually going to be a huge catalyst to enrich, like virtual worlds. I think virtual worlds is still very untapped. We're still very much in the early stages of it. And everyone who's listening today or who owns digital land in games like My Neighbor Alice is really a pioneer in that sense, right? And you are definitely in the forefront. It's still early in this segment, and I'm still pretty bullish about it. But I do want to segue a little bit, because we have Henrik here, and as you mentioned, we don't get him here often. And I will also segue to Sergey a little bit as well. But I think for Henrik, I think in the last game night we talked about the introduction of this AI butler, and then fast forward about 2 weeks, I think, and then we are now showing this sample. In your view, because I know you're very big on AI, what's your, and being that you're from the Alice Foundation, what is like the your hope for like the AI development? Like right now, as you mentioned, we embrace the bots, we create the AI butlers, we're going to create gameplay balance. But in terms of like ideal AI development, do you have in your mind something that you are very excited about, or you hope that we would develop to at some point? I mean, just go crazy. Like, what will your wish be, Henrik?
No, but I think, like you touched on, having NPCs and stuff like that in the game that can actually play the game, and of course you will be able to see who's an AI, etc. But it can increase. I think it can sort of improve the game. So there's a lot of things in that way, but also, yeah, being able to code agents against this and transact, pay for LLM fees, and so on. I think it can be good for the game on a meta level, sort of good for the Alice price and values, and make it into something completely new and different. I think it's very hard to do with other games, so of similar kind. So I'm very bullish about the future.
Great. Sergey, I have a question for you, right? In your community, because we have a lot of people in the Zoop community, and I hope many of you who are new from the Zoop community is in game right now. If you haven't, you can jump in, with Tassel and team. He's obviously they're at the main hub when you log in, and you can join us. But I'm just wondering, Sergey, like in your community, how do they see like AI agents in gaming? I mean, for example, like me, I'm super excited about the possibility of AI being so realistic that we won't even realize that some characters in the game is actually an AI, right? And the AI can interact with you. Is that something that your community is looking at, like very realistic AI agents that they can interact with when they come into a game like this, Sergey? Just to get a feel of your community who's joining us here today, and of course because we value the partnership we have with you.
Yeah, it's a good question and interesting. I mean, like in Web3 gaming, like I know that Alice is fully built on chain, so you can see all actions on chain. And once someone's doing all their stuff, all the steps, they are written in chain. So once AI will be integrated there, so you would see like probably someone like player hire someone or doing something with this. And I'm looking at it like at a new meta, like which could be very interesting in Web3 gaming. And or like we can catch that, and we will definitely will push it to our community, to our creators, to talk about that, because as Henrik said, like I'm bullish on this technology too, like how it's converts. Like I didn't see like Web3 gaming which working like fully on chain and using AI there. So this whole technology looks very interesting and bullish. So it can convert in something, some new boom, I believe. So let's see how it will be. But I like it.
I was thinking, I just wanted to join in too, and because we're all talking about what we're excited about in AI. For me, especially in a game like My Neighbor Alice, where it's so community driven and there are so many. It's all about getting together with your neighbors and chatting and talking. I like the idea of an AI agent that has memory of previous conversations if you want it to, where I can pick up where I left off, and it already has a memory of the dialogue that we've been over. So I feel like I'm picking up again. So there's just I like that aspect of it because obviously it's great to chat with your friends and stuff like that, but sometimes maybe you want to have a conversation with someone not a living person, and it's a strange time that we live in, and it's real exciting the possibilities that open up once you start bringing in agents.
Yeah, that technology in gaming is called persistence, right? And it's something that most games are trying to tackle with right now. And I think even with regular AI, like we're using things like ChatGPT, one of the challenges or the what causes hallucination, one of them is the memory or the limited memory, right? And that's why people pay more for more expensive accounts, because it will unlock more memory for you, because it's where all the money is going into data centers and servers for AI, right? But yeah, persistence is a big thing, and that will make things more natural. Like imagine if you were to walk into Lumelanda and you see Alice there, and you have a chat with her about her day, and tomorrow she remembers what you talked about yesterday. That's persistence. That's really interesting, but also it's taking a lot of GPU power at this point to remember everything. But yeah, it's something most of the gaming industry is tackling. I think many game companies I talk about persistence. And yeah, once we crack the code, I think that's when NPCs will be very, very interesting.
Agreed. Yeah. All right. Well, I was wanted to chat about a few other things. If you guys are wanted to talk about some of the other features that I can really help the community. So the next thing I would like to chat about is this new feature that we have just released called land shards. And if you guys haven't heard about it, it's great. So land shards in a nutshell are basically when you purchase the Alice Golden Pass, which is in itself already kind of a good value because you get reduced timers on your crafting, you get additional resources when you're gathering, and all the benefits that you get from buying it. Well, now when you buy that, you also get a land shard. These are soul bound, so they're connected to the account that you buy it on. But once you get 10 of those, you can convert those into a land where it'll pick from a pool of land that has been selected, already predefined, and you can get all the way from like good quality lands all the way up to legendary lands. So it's just a really really cool feature. I personally think it's neat because it kind of lets people dip their toe in, because maybe they don't want to, they're not sure if they want to buy a land yet, or they're just kind of testing out the features, and they can collect a couple land shards and they're like, what, this is, I play for, maybe they only want to spring for, a little bit at a time. I just think it opens up a lot of flexibility. So that is just one of the new features that we have. So I hope that everyone else has got to check it out. It's part of the airdrop that we have going on right now, the spring airdrop. You do get additional points towards that. So I highly suggest that people take advantage of it, because it's such a cool new feature that we have.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in and add some flavor to that, right? So for those of you who are new players, and like what Tassel has mentioned, you're on the fence. I'm a landowner, so I'm biased, but let's just assume that you're not ready to be a landowner yet. For many of you who are new and you're joining from like the Zoop community and of course people who are new to My Neighbor Alice, there is a way for you to join and get a trial land for the time being, right? Trial lands are, well, I still have my trial land. I'm still using it. It's been what, almost 8 months now or something like that I've been using my trial land. I'm getting resources off of it. And the trial land is temporary, but we're still allowing the community to use it for an extended period of time, because we want everyone to get a chance to experience it, right? So you're on your trial land, and then you accelerate and for those of you who don't know, trial land provides you almost the full benefits as a regular land, right? So you get all the resources, etc. You can build on it. So I think that's great for new players. And if you want to accelerate your gameplay, you're already investing into the golden pass to get the boost, etc., for more resources and everything. You're already doing that, so you're maximizing your effort. So I think it's like, what, by the time you've gotten 10 golden passes, you have earned the land. Is that right, Tassel? Something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. When you have so it's yeah when you after you've purchased 10 of them, you'll have 10 land shards, and for every 10 land shards, you can convert that into a land from the pool at random.
Yeah. So, and I think that that's a great. As a gamer, I tend to spend like for boosts for games anyway, right? On many other games. So this is just the best part about it is with the land charts, you're converting to land that is owned by you 100%, right? For and that's not something we can take away from you because everything's on chain and it's in your wallet, right? So I think that's cool for those of you who are real players and you want to finally own a land, and when trial land goes away, which I don't know when that will happen, but at some point it will. Then you are securing land for yourself, right? And I think that to me is just an added value for people who are already investing into the golden pass and to encourage real players to own the land. You don't have to buy like 100 plots of land. Okay, I'm not saying, it's just like, but it'd be nice to have one because then you can focus on building it, designing it out, spending effort. You don't want to put all your building time, which I know Tasso's going to show some great builds later, but you don't want to put all that effort into building a build on a trial land and it's not your land at the end of the day, right? So and I think this is a great feature. I was happy to be part of the initial conversations. I pushed for it as well. I think it was something that I think would benefit the community, and we hope you like this new feature as well. So if you're already buying the golden pass, it's just extra, but gives you more flexibility on and more ways. But to be honest, I don't know if we've enabled this yet. But I don't know if there can be a combination of land shards and Alice to buy a land. Like, I don't know if that might happen. Like, that's a top up, because I think from all the airdrops combining with land shards, you'll probably get it way quicker than 10 months. I don't know. I don't think that feature is available yet. But if you like that feature, if you feel that that's something you want to do, like 50 land shards and then top up the 50% with Alice is something that you want to do. Once that might happen again. I have to say I'm not committing on behalf of the team at all. I'm just saying that might be something some people would want. And But I think and the this feature was also part of the reasons why we wanted to include fiat payments, because then people can purchase the golden pass and make it easy, and your friends can come in and they can participate. They don't need to know anything about crypto except that you own the actual asset yourself if it's an NFT. So I hope that the community sees the journey that we're building, right? You come in, you're new, you play trial, interested, get a golden pass, improve, play better, join the community, and then after a while, suddenly you have your own land, no more trial, and it's 100% yours. I think that's like the thing that has been evolving over the past few weeks. So I hope the community is excited about it.
Yeah, definitely. And I kind of look at it like that too, as like a fractional land ownership that you can kind of bite off in chunks if that's more your style. I mean, everyone has their different goals or what they're willing to do. Maybe someone only wants to just dip in here and there and get a land over a period of a longer period of time. While others they want to buy all 10 of the Alice Golden Pass and get a land and then sell off the pass on the market, because you can't sell the shards, but the Golden Passes you can still sell those. Those are tradable and everything else. But definitely. So since you brought it up, I thought that would be a good time to actually share one of the first lands, since I do agree with you that owning your own lands definitely has its benefits, not just the sharing it with people and all of that, but that you actually, since you own it, we won't change your designs, and you get to keep it indefinitely. So I'm going to put up the one in the screen here. I got to look at my notes, but the first land we're going to be going to is one that I think is just absolutely stunning, and I think that we should showcase it while we chat about the toy collection, which is the next topic I'd like to bring up. So if you guys could go, we're going to be going to 200-11054, and I'll also put that link in chat. Oops. That was 200-11054. Search. We've got some new features in here too. I know that I don't know if you guys realize, but now you can favorite your lands on here to bring them up to the top. You can add notes to them. We're constantly, iterating and improving the game. So, look forward to see you on Rula's land. I think you guys will be surprised. So while this loads in, that is something I wanted to chat a little bit about. The next thing on the list is the toy collection. This is one of the things that we just recently brought out, and why you guys should be excited about it in general, and in general what it is. So we have a toy collection that we released as content, and that is a bunch of different plushies. And what makes this a little bit different is that you guys can't craft them or anything like that. They're only available through certain events that we run, whether those are game nights, which we'll have another one next week, guys. So make sure that keep eye on Discord so that you can join our game night. But also like different events that we run, like the prize draw and different things that are different ways to earn them. And then if you earn all of them, if you and you can trade these on the market if you don't want yours, or if you want to trade it for someone else's as a different one. And if you collect all of them, all the ones that you have, you get the UFO collector, which is it's like a claw machine that you can that goes down and grabs the toys that you see in supermarkets and stuff. And it's just a really, really cool thing. There's different colors of these plushies and different ones that will be kind of showing throughout the different events that we have. So that's another cool piece of content that we just recently came out with. Let me go ahead and put this so you guys can see what's going on here. This is Rula's land, and I can imagine that she definitely wouldn't want if this was a trial and it was taken away. She would be very upset. Let me go ahead and hide the.
By the way, did you share the link in the in-game chat?
Oh, did I not share it in there? Looks like Mario did. Thank you, Mario. You're a legend. Yeah, there are a couple people did share it in there. I must have hit the button without hitting the share. My apologies. But there's definitely some in the chat right now. Okay. All right. This is one of the fun things about getting to see people's build. Look at the creativity that goes into this. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. This is like the little farm section here that it puts mine to shame, and I play a lot, guys. So,
wow.
I mean, look at the amount of time and effort with all of these plants. And you see how they're these bigger plants? These are when you plant 4 of the same plants in a 2x2 configuration, they merge together into a larger version. So these are some really cool plants.
It's intentional to separate it so that it doesn't merge, right?
So that it doesn't merge into so it merges in the way that that Rula wanted. But this is just a portion of the actual land.
Oh wow!
We bought multiple plots here, and she has a little section here where they created like this little oasis. She got like a wedding chapel, which is just people's creativity is amazing. You can see the different design, and then my personal favorite. It's not quite the 2 towers of Mordor like you were talking about last time, but it's definitely
one tower.
Yeah, the 1 tower.
The 1 tower. Wow.
And just to give everyone like a bit of an aerial view, you can see just look at this is 4 plots stuck together into this massive configuration. It's really, really neat.
Yeah, it still amazes me how big 1 plot is.
Aren't they huge?
It's huge. It's really huge. Like in the last stream, we talked about the size of a single plot, right? And also just to highlight to anyone, if you're considering land, the land is huge. Like you can do so much with 1 plot. This is 4 and this is massive, right? But you can easily do like I mentioned in the last stream, to do like the 2 towers in Lord of the Rings on probably 1 plot of land. It's potentially possible, right? Because you can also build up. But yeah, I think 1 is sufficient for most people. I have to say, this is so big. She needs some AI butlers for that farm. Because for those of you who don't do farming, just so you know, farming is a lot of work. It doesn't look like a lot of work, but it's a lot of work. Everything from getting the seeds that you want, to planting it, to watering it, to bloom it. It's a lot of work, man. Yeah, an AI butler would help greatly just to farm that resource for the farm.
I was just thinking that from maybe you want to chime in here, Henrik, too. With it must be really gratifying seeing just how people are utilizing the game, because the way that I don't know what your intention is when you're creating these type of these things, but
I mean it's completely mind blowing, amazing,
isn't it?
To be with this from the core idea, just that people are building. So this is, yeah,
And
it's art, it's fantastic, it's creativity, it's human, fantastic.
I guess that is the one thing. The humans will always have that's the real key, isn't it? To integrate the synthetic with the with the human aspect of it, because you want to get the utility from the benefits or whatever. The people a lot of time will have problem with bots, but if everyone has access to these tools, then all of a sudden they don't have as much power to overwhelm the gameplay or the economy or these different aspects, because you're giving the tools to everyone and kind of equaling the playing field in a way.
Exactly. I mean, it's the way it's designed to be a game controlled by the users, so, by the players. So democracy, even when it comes to AI versus humans. Well, so let's have fun together, rather. But
Exactly.
this again, I don't know. I don't think words for this is
You want
totally amazing to me.
a symbiotic relationship, right? That's the key. So also, I wanted to chat a bit about the land sale, just to let people know right now that we are still going on with the land sale during this next phase, this airdrop that we have going on, the spring airdrop, and that goes in both ways. For people who already own land, they get the benefits. It's not idle. You don't just get to own the land and then get the points. You still have to interact with the Ollie quest, to do it. But I mean, it's not that hard. You just do 3 of the quest on your land that you own, and which doesn't take very long at all, and you get the points towards extra points toward the airdrop up to 5 lands. And then of course, for new landowners, because we always want to benefit new landowners, because we're trying to grow our community and just become a more rich and amazing community together, because we're better together. There's also more airdrop points towards that as well, along with really cool tasks and everything else. So I just really wanted to say that and there are some benefits, like George was saying, that you get most of the same features, but you still can't share land with your neighbors if you want to, so that you couldn't share your resources if you wanted to. Like, you'll get additional resources. So there definitely are perks that come with owning a land, in addition to it's yours forever, and we won't change it on you kind of deal. So yeah, no, it's really, really neat. I want to share. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, do share. I just wanted to share a comment. Someone says the sneak peek of the Nightmare Challenge map. I have to say, this is not nightmarish at all. If this was the next map for a challenge, I think you should be pretty happy. It's beautiful, but it's not. It's so organized that I doubt it's going to be a nightmare challenge. I mean, I've seen some of the maps that Tassel has put up for challenges. Those were nightmares, man. This is not even close.
I do apologize for that. I like to make it fun, interesting, and challenging, and sometimes it's hard to blend those 3 together in a cohesive way. But I ran across this one the other day, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and share it this time in chat. There it is, guys. 3079226. And go towards that one, so people can kind of get in a. I like showing multiple because of the variation. Also, I do encourage you guys, if you guys have a land that you've seen, that you want to share, that you're proud of, or just one in general that you just think is interesting and you want us to see, join in, because this is the time to chat. This is the place to do it.
Yeah. Also, if you have questions for any one of us here, please feel free to put it in comments, and we'll be happy to answer it as well. It's a chill session, like Tassel mentioned, and we would love to talk about anything. Of course, there are some other things that we will talk about, new features, etc. But generally, yeah, any questions you may have, it's also open for open discussion. Exactly. This is a very different theme, huh? Is it also 4? This is just 1, right?
This is just a single plot. He's got Joker in here, and he's he or she, excuse me, I'm not sure who owns this plot, but the person that owns this plot is got this really clean design, but it's structured. And when I saw it, I thought to myself, these army of
wow
snowmen. And
wow. Okay.
I just love the creativity from the and the passion that people have. This isn't something that's been shown a bunch. I just ran across this. This is something that needs to be highlighted and seen. So I felt honored that I ran across it and to be able to show it. So congratulations to whoever.
I noticed the ship, right? Like, how does one get the big ship?
Oh, there's a few different ships. So this ship right here, you probably have to buy it from someone on the market now, because this was an airdropped item based on how people did in a previous airdrop. So the purple ship was for the top 100 on the airdrop, and then it went down to the gold ship, which is I believe this one here, and that was to another category. I don't know if it was like 101 to 200, and then the green ship, and then the gray ship. So. But there is also the pudgy ship that you can get as well if you have the items to craft it, and from the pudgy penguins one as well.
Wow, so it's really a reward for love. That means I'm next to an OG neighbor, because my neighbor has like 6 of them or 10 of them on one plot of land. So that was a flex.
Yeah, it was definitely a flex. What color were they? Do you remember?
It was a variety of colors.
Oh, okay.
You know? Yeah, so obviously someone pretty active.
Yeah.
Wow, this is an interesting land. There's definitely like partitioning, very clean thematic on each side. It's like every part is different, right? From what I can tell.
Yeah, that's kind of what I liked about it. Is it's structured in a way where they have it set up where it's usable, right? It's got all of their crafting stations in a kind of an organized and like pretty design. They've got all of their resources lined up here, which look really nice, and then their buildings are here, and then they've just I don't know, it just really spoke to me, so I just figured I'd share it. I was like, this is the perfect thing for a chill session, just to showcase this.
I like to highlight to anyone who's new. So I play, not as I'm nowhere close, but it also gives me a higher sense of appreciation, because what you're seeing is hours and hours of, hundreds of hours easily, because most of these are crafted, many of them, right? And to fill out the space, and they had to get the resources to craft everything. So if they're duplicates, they are actually actively farming resources to craft many of these items just to build them. And whenever I look at builds like this, I wonder how many hours they have spent. And there's so many of these just lying all around the map, right? Like there are probably some more amazing ones we've never featured on the stream before, which is insane. So especially for all the items, right? A lot of items I've crafted, so that's a lot of labor of love. I think that's one thing I like about cozy gaming. Like, if you can go into your own land and just decide whatever you want to do, and put as much time and effort you want into it, I think it's great. Also scary for me, because I don't know if I can do this.
I also wanted to just say real quick, just for people maybe who joined the stream late, or that we are giving away a special time limited task right now. So if you go on the website and onto the leaderboard, myneighboralice.com/rewards, sign in to the leaderboard. There's a special task where if you claim it, we'll collect your wallet and we'll airdrop you a special in-game item that you can only get that way. So you heard it here. I also shared one more because I figured I wanted to do 3 because of just how amazing they were. This one is in chat already. It is 308-9247. This is from one of our mods and very active players. And this one is I know from a fact from talking to Mario that this is taking many months to get all the stuff. So I highly encourage everyone to check this. I'll just show this last one because I want to be mindful also of people's time as well. But this is it was a really cool one. Also, I wanted to highlight that we have the Alice prize draw. I don't know if you noticed, but on the website there is on the right hand side there's the prize draw, and basically it's a way to it's like a chance to win Alice. It doesn't cost it's really cheap. It's like 10 Alice per ticket for your chance to go in there. You always get an item from it. It's like a thank you for participating. So an in-game item. And it's got a lot of flexibility too. It's that we run it alternating back between Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum, so going kind of back and forth. And there's people that have won thousands doing that. So I just figured that, maybe you haven't jumped in the game yet and you want to just, like kind of explore the website. I would definitely check that out too, because it's just all these features just kind of combine into this really cool experience. All right, Mario, time for your flex. This is Mario has the most items of anyone in the entire game. He actively goes on and buys items and stuff. We chat and talk about it all the time. And I think that each plot of land has a total of 10,000 spaces, tiles. But of course, 10,000 tiles minus your resources and stuff like that. But still, many thousands, right? Every single square here is a tile that he's covered with stone. And if you look at it,
oh, okay, wow.
I think it's geometrically beautiful. I think it shows the passion. He's got these unbelievable the tier 4 seeds where that craft these really cool plants that actually increase your moxie gain. The experience or your actual overall moxie. And he's just showcasing them here. So this is just to show people how beautiful they are. And he's got many of the animals. Oh, I went through the. Where are they? Oh, yeah, I think he's got them in every single. He's got 2 sheep. I am a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. Got 2 cows on this side. Got 2 pigs on this side.
Oh, and the animals are going for a really high price.
Yeah, they are. Obviously, he's got them over a period of time, and he's got them when people were selling them for cheaper, and made some deals and stuff like that. But like every single animal here none of them were cheap though. Like in terms of they're sold by players, and players ask what they want for them. That's how it works in the open economy.
That cow the floor price is $188.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, he is flexing. What in a minimalist way, right? You can't tell, but the floor is a flex. The animals are a flex.
I mean, for context, I've been collecting for longer than Mario, and I only have 4, and not as many good ones as he has either. So it's definitely he's passionate about it, and I kind of respect it. Also, I own this land right next to him, so we get to actually be neighbors. This is me.
Is this your attempt to compete with Mario?
No. I set this one up. This is actually where we were at last game night, where I said.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
So I leave this as my staging land. I'm not just being lazy, I swear. And my wife owns that one. Look at it. It's like an 8-bit. Look what she created.
Oh, Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah. Look here.
Oh wow.
That's
Pac-Man. That's Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's all about the creativity and the passion from the community. Have you I wanted to talk to you a little bit, Sergey. Have you seen anything from your community in terms of lands, or are they mostly just interacting with the how has that experience been? Like people saying much to you? Because I've noticed like an uptick in people on, which is always exciting from my perspective. Bring on the neighbors. We love them.
Good question, but we just started the campaign, so we just need to talk to our QLs because we not communicate directly with users. We communicate with influencers. So our main goal is to interact with influencers, QLs, and their work is to bring community to that. And I think it's good to have voting for our QLs to get their feedbacks about the experience in the game from their people and what they think, what are their lands, if they voted already. As for me, I have land, for example, for 2 years probably, but yeah, I bought it a long time ago, but I still I see like how people develop it, and I like it. I like how it goes. So it's really interesting. Like, yeah, I can chill it, look at it, and it's very great idea. Amazing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's funny as I'm really interested to hear how it goes when you get the numbers and find out how people are interacting with it, because we love all feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. We want to, we're always trying to improve. So these partnerships and these, these collaborations are really important for everyone involved, including the community. So I really appreciate it. Well, I believe that is about our time. We discussed everything in there. I hope you guys didn't have any additional questions. I will leave the task, the claim task, open until just a couple minutes after the stream ends. So if anyone wants to go in there and to claim it, they can do it within that time frame, but not for very long, because obviously this is supposed to benefit you guys for showing up, for supporting us, and for for all the love and passion that you guys bring to the project. So I just want to say from my personal, from the community side of it, that I really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys so much for joining me during the stream too, because it's just kind of it's always great. I love the chill format, because I can just kind of just be me and chat, and we can go over some stuff, and I get to get to talk about all the fun stuff that we're doing right now. If there's anything that you guys wanted to say too, I'd love to hear it.
Maybe I'll start because to come to that. So to everyone, thanks for joining us for Alice and Chill. I always enjoy myself here. I love seeing what the community builds. I love being jealous at the community as well. That's always a fun time. But I also just wanted to share that very excited about a lot of the new developments. Again, just to highlight that the team works really hard. I talk like I'm part of the team. I'm not. I'm just a big fan. But I am behind the scenes working with the team, and there is a lot of developments that's happening very quietly. We just sneak it in, and like the things like the land shots, all this quality of life is actively being worked on by the team. The team works really hard. Make sure to give them some support, and we hope to welcome the Zoop community that's coming in. For those of you who've been following their campaigns, I think Sergey can probably say a bit, because there's questions about Zoop campaign, I think. But I think that we want to welcome you to this cozy game. You're not here to compete, you're here to be a community, and I think that's the best thing about the game. And it's a lot of fun if you put your time into it, and it can be competitive if you want to build something like what Mario's building, which which I'm not going to compete, but props to you. Nice flex. Maybe to Sergey, you want to share a bit about your closing thoughts, and also about the Zoop campaign, because someone asked about it.
Any questions about the campaign are open to answer. Like currently we have I would say phase 1 campaign where we let our influencer, our users, to share information about My Neighbor Alice games. So we have around we have more than 1,000 creators now. We have more than 2,500 posts right now, and they just influencers engaging with their audience, explaining about Alice game. They let them to describe them to it's kind of onboarding process, onboarding their community into this game. And we can make further steps about that. We can do incentives to buy the lands, to buy to buy other NFTs, and to Alice, I wish all the best in growing community, and of course good luck in the game. Looking forward to seeing more exciting features ahead.
Yeah, they want to know if it's open for all, and if they want to participate in your campaign, how can they do so? Do you want to share a link or something?
Yeah, they can go to Zublink. It's our website, and currently we have campaign where everybody can participate, but we have rewards only for top 100 creators. And it's based on their activity about it's based on the actions which their users do in the game. So if you want to participate in this event, you can go and visit. We have other campaigns on Zoop. I will share the link in the chat right now. And Yeah, everybody can come and review the campaigns. And our ongoing campaign is about Alice, but as I told you, only 100 creator would be rewarded based on their ranking.
And I just wanted to invite you to say some last words too, Henrik. I really appreciate you spending time. I know your time is valuable, so it's always nice having someone with your experience come on and chat with us.
Yeah, I was trying to get the rewards. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just amazing to see all the fantastic creativity that goes into these plots. And I think don't get that many questions on the agentic AI direction, but I think we will try to work hard with the community, of course, to do the new things and make sure that we have a sane gameplay for everything, but also make Alice into something completely unique. So that's the vision, I think.
Thank you. So I just wanted to say one last time, thank you guys for joining us, everyone. Thank you guys, the community, and should definitely jump into the airdrop because we got a lot more fun stuff on the way. And don't forget about game night next week because I'll be running. That'll be a little bit different structure because it'll be a little hectic and we'll be all running around trying to figure out whatever kind of mayhem I've come up with. So. All right. Well, thank you guys. And as if you have any like all of this stuff, I highly suggest you also join our Discord because you can ask. We have ideas and suggestions doc in there, and if there's some agentic AI thing that you want added to the game or some epiphany that you've had, please share it with us because we definitely take all ideas and suggestions seriously. So, thanks again, and I will see you guys next time.
See y'all. Bye.
Yeah, bye.